what should bigger companies do to get this thing called AI started? Where shall the companies start? Meeri?
Yeah, it was something like, if I remember correctly, 43% of companies in Finland are not doing anything at the moment. So that's really worrisome. Another 30% are piloting in some areas. So it's a really good question, and this is why I've been actually shouting this in Twitter as well. Is that I want to wake up the management. It needs to be management who understand that okay, this is everyone's business, and we need to start acting, and we need to set the targets and give dreams to our people to and targets to our people to start leveraging this
attitude. Okay, same question.
Totally agree with. I mean, this is a corner office issue. So the challenge with the Finnish bigger enterprises is that the corner office top management needs to understand what technology enables. So two things: you need to give authority to try out things, but also you need to get, as a top manager, you need to get your hands dirty to understand what technology can do, because it's not that you just say that things will happen and then do it. You need to understand where the potential is. So I would, it's a leadership thing.
Any comments from the audience? Is it a leadership thing? I see people nodding here. Hey, any questions from the audience? On Twitter, I don't see any questions. I have some good comments there, but they are not like questions. There's one question. Let me pass the microphone. Celia.
Yeah, just as more and more chats will be used, and also the decision making is heavily then AI supported, then how important is the fraud detection then in your area? Because otherwise it will be a bot talking to bot and making decisions, so it might lead to unexpected results.
Fantastic question.
It's obviously like one of the key use cases, and also like anti-money laundering things coming from regulation. Definitely key use case in the financial services area. What I'm afraid of, like if we would be not focusing on the customer perspective here, is that like you put all the attention there on these obvious domains. So that's the reason why I'm talking about like heavily about the benefits that actually customers will be seeing, but that's definitely yes.
Thanks. Then a question to Ari. You said the word of how did you say it? Ecosystem or networking. So if a smaller or bigger company would like to try something, where should she go to?
Oh, this is simple. cloud.google.com. That was like a paid commercial.
And if I would go there, what would I do then?
Go to cloud.google.com and you can try out our tools. There's a free tier, so there's no cost of playing around with our tools. And you get a feeling of what it is. So again, we try to enable fail fast. For some things it works, for some it might work. So try it out, play it out with it. And obviously, once you get in there, Kaggle is a great place. Obviously there's a lot of training in Coursera and so forth. So again, it's an open source ecosystem, so many places to go for information.
Sounds again like an attitude thing that, just roll the sleeves and try. And fail and try again.
Just do it.
Okay. Then a tough question, Meeri, for you. This is forecasting question. So what do you guess or believe would be the 3 industries or areas of life where AI someday in the future will impact us most? So what is your kind of guesstimate that where AI will have its biggest impacts in near future?
I will start with health. That's for sure. Lives will be saved with AI. Traffic is also something that will probably have a huge impact on every one of us. What is third? Okay, well. Okay. No.
So you can think a minute, because Ari, the same question to you.
I mean, I totally agree with health.
Mm-hmm.
As an individual or society, I mean, health and what we see in the beginning, I mean, it's amazing when we get more predictive and more preventive things happening. So health will be the key thing, and obviously individually most impactful. But then I think, you know, all those jobs where it's, you know, safety issues, they are repetitive, they are things where it requires a lot of manual work. Once we automate those, that changes a lot. And it could be, you know, on logistics, on customer service, things like that. And then I would argue that things that are not a customer service, in a user interface type of way, that when we start to do different things, we create more intelligence into our home, into our car, and so forth. Those will change a lot as well.
Thanks, Ari. Thanks, Meeri. Questions from this audience? I don't know what's wrong with my Twitter because I don't see, maybe is it stuck? Are there new questions with AI Monday? I don't tend to see them here. There should be one just sent a moment ago. I'll pass the microphone to you, so you speak it up, please.
Hi, I'm Ilari from Coop4, and my question to Ari is, when is the text speech-to-text coming to OpenAPI so we can have real-time subtitles in the stream?
Yes, when?
Perfect question. The demo that I didn't show on the video editing side, it already includes that. So we are not far from actually being able to do a real-time transliterating on things. The voice-to-text API actually is pretty damn close to being able to provide that. So on the stuff that we didn't see that we were supposed to see on the Google Docs, that is integrated into Docs, but the service itself is available at cloud.google.com as an API service. So you can just stream stuff in, and it does a transliterating for that.
All right, and final question to our key speakers here today. Come closer to get the microphone. I'll scream it up and I'll repeat it.
Question to Meeri. When will OP introduce your first voice-driven customer service bot?
So there's a question to Meeri and OP. When will there be the first AI-driven customer service portal, voice portal visible to us consumers, customers?
Voice bots. Really good question, and I'm inspired by the demo, so I will do everything to get it up sooner than later. No dates, but this is definitely an area where we are working on.
Hey,
and
go ahead.
To continue on that, I think it's about not having just a bot, but it's about having a conversational capability. So the conversational aspects of it is as important as having the local language as well. So it needs to be natural. So it can't follow just a tree, but it needs to be like you would be talking to a human. That's a key.
All right, I think it's time to clap thanks for our key speakers.